When I was a kid.
That was many years ago.
Yeah, and I suppose people tend to think that we were more independent of our parents in those days. But thinking back to what I was like when I was 21, I was pretty feckless, quite frankly. I mean, I had left home, I'd gone to university, and I could drive. So I was quite independent already by the time I turned 21, and I was away from home, in fact, when I turned 21, because it was in term. But when I look at Harry now, I was pretty much like him, to be honest.
I don't think anyone else has seen the little drawing.
Has he got bottles?
Oh yeah, I'll be happy to.
Is it
share that around.
Well, it's a little bit variation of that.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought she was going to stop.
But turning 21 for me, what it actually meant to me was that was like the final barrier, and that was the final milestone. I was an adult.
I guess it wasn't quite a coming of age, because that was more 18 or 20, but it was definitely just going further into adulthood.
Like I set the scene for when I turned 20, right? And it was like billed as a transition, like a big transition into adulthood, right? Like I was going to have to start really fending for myself and going out to get what I wanted, like.
Before lockdown, when I would think about turning 21, I didn't think much of it. I was more thinking about turning 20 and not being a teenager.
The thing in my mind that meant I was now an adult was actually the first time I went on holiday and there wasn't somebody else organising it.
Ah.
Which was actually around about when I was 21. Might have been when I was 20.
When the first lockdown was announced, I thought it was a great realization of how little control I had over a lot of things. So I just decided to try and bounce against that by taking control of as much of my life as I could, and just being more strict with myself in terms of schedules and doing what I need to do. I can't say that I lasted the whole way through, but I tried to make it last.
One of the amazing things about Harry is that he is a pianist, and so I want to kind of portray that through the work. So I'm kind of allowing the environment to kind of completely consume me. So my project is Harry.
How am I pushing to make things happen in the future? I think I was starting to do that really well last year, around about late winter, early springtime. It's been really hard to carry on with that, with the job going, me now doing overtime at the job, represent. I think it's mostly a case of starting to not worry so much about maybe what I should do or people think I should do, and putting myself first. Because I've never really been great at putting myself first, and I made that as a New Year's resolution, and I wish I stuck to it a little bit more, but we can turn it into post-quarantine resolution, I guess.
I sort of assumed that my 21st would be in lockdown because it had already been going on for so long, at the time, almost a year. So I didn't really have a chance to make plans for my 21st without lockdown being very much a present part of life.
Within like a couple of months leading up to that, I never really got a break, like I said, to just get away from like all the negativity that I couldn't really escape from. But my birthday was like a big break for that, yeah.
I kind of thought of all of these like American films where you've got these massive frat parties. And, I was expecting, massive 21 with like a red cup in my hand. I also kind of imagined like a theme where it was kind of like lots of pinks everywhere, and I kind of wanted it to be outdoors. It's like I never really thought I wanted safety for my 21st birthday. but that's probably one of the biggest decorations I can think of.
That's just reminded me. My dad gave me a ring when I was 21 for my 21st birthday, and I'd always said I was going to give it to Izzy.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You still got
I better guess, so I better get that out and give it to her today. Happy birthday!
Sound check.
Yeah.
Sound check.
Sound check.
Perfect, thank you.
All right. Cool.